Spoken for Communications previews North Carolina Central and Charlotte coming up this Saturday during Hall of Fame weekend here in the Bull City as the Eagles look to go to 2-1 on the year as they take on the 49ers for the second time in the last 2 years. We'll be on the air at 4:30 with the Denny's of Durham pregame show. I'm Chris Hooks, the play-by-play voice, joined with Jerry Mack. Coach, congratulations on your first win here at North Carolina Central. That had to be pretty gratifying.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, it really was. You know, our fans were outstanding. My family, we enjoyed the game day atmosphere, and we're just very excited to be here.
What did you end up doing with the football that Ingrid gave you?
Well, we're in the process of putting it in a case, and we're gonna cherish that for a long time.
What did you take away from that ball game? What were some of your thoughts leaving that contest, both, I guess, in all three phases?
Well, I thought on offense, we sputtered around a little bit, but we were able to get some things going in our running game, and that was really good for us as a football team. We got to still go back to the drawing table and tweak some things in our passing game, but overall, they didn't play bad. We upgraded the performance from last week. Defensively, we did some really good things, still created a couple of turnovers, which is always good for us, and, we just played with some intensity and some passion like we always want to come out and do.
We talked about this on Eagle Talk. It really seems like Felix Small and C.J. Moore have a little setup themselves. Felix says, all right, C.J., I'm going to strip it. You go get it. Obviously, that's not the case, but those two just seem to really be stepping it up here in the early portion of the season.
Because what you can tell is they play with a high motor and high energy. And when they do that, you're always going to find yourself around the football. And that's what's going on with Felix and C.J.
When you look at the offense, you talk about some of the things you're trying to do to get some things in gear. It really seemed like you look at the guys like Quentin Atkinson and Anas, trying to get them comfortable early. Really seemed like that's what you look like you were trying to do. And it's somewhat, it works with Anas, and Quentin's next to really start to step it up.
We hope so. We got a lot of junior college transfers on our offense, and, it takes a while to develop that chemistry. But the good thing is you can see flashes. You can see some good things going to happen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Quentin's so talented, and you're going to have to count on him at some point this year. Quinn Billerman, what does he need to do in Game 3 to in your eyes, to improve?
He needs to be a little bit more accurate on the down-the-field throws. I thought in a short passing game he did some good things. I think he completed about 19 balls or whatnot. But now it's time to execute and try to push the ball down the field a little bit more. And that's one thing is going into this game. We got to make sure that he understands exactly where his progressions are and exactly where everybody's at.
Last year against Charlotte, this Eagle ball club was able to force a ton of turnovers, and they went on to win 40-13 against the 49ers. Different ball club coming into Durham here this weekend. What should we see from the 49ers?
I think what you're going to see is a team that's a physical football team. They're a little bit more physical than they were last year. They've grown as a program from year 1 to year 2, and that's always going to be something that we have to look out for. But on defensive-wise, they do some really good things. They have a great defensive package, and their defensive line is playing really well.
And you look at just the talent they've brought in, and you can really see that they're going in the right direction when it comes to their move to FBS. For us, to get a landmark win against a team like Charlotte would be huge coming this weekend.
There's no doubt. Any win, is always going to be huge, but especially get a win of an in-state opponent at O'Kelly Riddick, that would do great for our program and great for our morale for our team. Speaking
of the program and the fans, this is a game where we really need our fans to pack the stadium and really protect the nest, so to speak.
There's no doubt. I mean, UNC Charlotte, I'm sure they're going to come up with loads of buses, and we don't want to be outperformed by them, and we're not going to be outperformed by them. I got total confidence our fan support will be right where it needs to be.
Well, Coach, best of luck. We'll talk to you as we get closer to kickoff on Saturday.
Thank you, Chris.
That is head coach Jerry Mack of Spoken for Communications brings you this preview of North Carolina Central and Charlotte. We'll be on the air again at 4:30. Myself and Joe Simmons will count down to kickoff as the Eagles and the 49ers get set to battle. Enjoy the ball game.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.